But
Shit,
we went and watched the Jujutsu Kaisen movie
we
fresh off
did.
today of recording.
We went and watched Sorcery Fight Zero. So we're gonna
Or
go on
just
ahead and
Jujutsu Kaisen.
hop on say Sorcery Fight. Okay.
Oh, dude, I hate that thing. Sounds dumb.
Not my fault that that's what they decided to name it. So
I know, but still sounds dumb.
you'd be alright. Uh,
I'll live.
yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen Zero, the movie, uh, in theaters now through like the 23rd. So figure it out. If you haven't watched it, go watch it.
Hurry up, or it'll come
Figure
out
it.
soon.
Yeah, it's a good watch, good movie, and we're gonna go and get into it because that's what we do. That's why we're here, right?
Oh, I thought we were just recording for fun.
You know that too. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with this bad boy and do our usual quick breakdown. If you've watched the show, then you should really know the whole premise of this. If you haven't watched the show and you're listening to this, you're a sadist
Well, then
because
go back
spoilers.
to our first podcast ever.
Exactly, the inaugural episode.
Yeah, we
Yep,
did Jujutsu Kaisen season 1. So
season one.
hit that and then come back to this.
Indeed, that way you'll be kind of not completely out of the loop because we ain't re-explaining shit. Uh, we can. I mean, you want to, Cole? I
Nope.
don't.
Cool.
Consensus achieved. All right, so Jujutsu Kaisen Zero, movie wise, pretty good movie. Not a very long movie. Um, you're not looking at a Demon Slayer level of length. That was like 2.5 hours, some nonsense. Uh, However, it could have been longer than it was.
Yeah, it definitely felt short, but I mean, at the same time, sometimes the shorter ones are a little bit better, but
Eh,
I
in this
didn't
case,
yeah, no, in this case I don't think it worked because I
yeah,
felt like we missed a lot of the action. Like I wanted to see Gojo finish off the Master Chef,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
and it just skipped all of that and just skipped a lot. I wanted to see
There was a lot of hopping and skipping.
yeah, it
Uh,
did skip a lot, which sucked.
um, Going off of that, even from the beginning, um, there's kind of just like we're doing a lot of time jumping in this for whatever reason. Like I understand it's not a very long prequel to begin with, as far as I can't remember if it's just a light novel or if it's like an actual manga that was created, I think, prior to the manga for Jujutsu Kaisen was. But yeah, it's not very long as far as the source material is concerned. So I kind of understand why they did the movie instead of trying to do like here's an offshoot of like an OVA or a couple of episodes as like a filler or something to do a prequel. Um,
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine that they did a movie for sure. It could have been had a little more info in it. Because
yeah,
I mean, like for me, it was hard to relate, I guess, what was happening in the movie to the first season being a
exactly.
prequel. Like the one thing I did like was Ghetto or whatever the fuck his name is. That
Yeah,
was
let's
his
get
name.
a
Okay.
or
Yeah, I thought so.
Gito
I
Ghetto,
trusted
whatever.
myself and I succeeded. All right. Ghetto. It gave us a little bit more on his background because in like the first
Yeah,
season, he is kind of that shady character you don't know
yeah,
much about.
he's a shadowy big bad.
But yeah, I
Yeah,
mean I liked that, but other than that, the rest of the characters, it kind of just they weren't. They were some of the characters. Obviously, we have the panda and Maki and that whole team, but like a lot of it doesn't really relate back to me, like to what they're doing now, other than their old training.
yeah, exactly.
So Ghetto was the only one I felt relatable with. Like I was cool to see his kind of what he was doing back then versus now, and a little bit more on him.
Yeah. Also, the relationship between Ghetto and Gojo kind of get
Yeah,
a
that
very
yeah,
small tidbit of information with that they obviously were both
our
at
buddies.
Jujutsu High. Yeah, they were best friend. You knew it was coming.
You butchered.
But yeah, they were bros, and for whatever reason, Ghetto, I couldn't stand
I feel
the
like that's the
monkeys.
classic. That's the classic shit, though.
Yeah,
It's like it's always best friends from the when they were both good guys and one turned one way, one turned the other. It's
exactly.
classic bullshit,
Yeah,
honestly.
it's a
So,
it's
it works,
a
but
it's a well utilized
it's not new.
story. Yeah, well utilized story point.
Yeah.
But going coming back to the whole, it felt kind of jumpy. That taking this kid that's supposedly cursed with like this crazy cursed spirit, they explain that immediately. There's no
Yeah.
like thought into that. That whole scene that we saw, like 10 minutes into the movie, could have been way later in the movie. Of hey, this is how this spirit became, or I'm sorry, this cursed spirit became like his bodyguard, kind of.
Yeah, that well, I kind of like they put it at the beginning because it kind of got me a little bit more attention in when they just basically said the girl got ran over by a car. Just
Immediately.
cut to the scene
I
of her
was
body
like, oh
bloody
shit.
everywhere,
Yeah.
head crushed in. Like,
Yeah,
wasn't
I
ready for that.
I guess so. But at the
It's
same
also it also
time,
doesn't help. I haven't watched Jujutsu Kaisen in a while, so I forgot some of the stuff they pull in that show.
yeah,
I
some
wasn't
of the
ready for it
like
from them,
out of the or out from left field slaps in the face with gore. Yeah.
like Junpei and stuff.
Oh, Junpei. R.I.P. But
Fuck Junpei.
yeah, but yeah, I personally would have wished they would have put that closer towards like the whole him trying to imbue the sword with her cursed energy or whatever.
Yeah,
I feel like that would have tied in better there because they didn't really go into that. It was just Gojo telling him, "Hey, this is how you do this, or this is what you should
yeah,
be doing," and then they show him do it twice. And that's it. And then the first time it's like barely any energy, and the second time he overloads the weapon with it because he hasn't actually practiced. Even though there's
yeah.
like this big time skip between those two instances, the
Which still
the
makes sense though.
I mean, yeah, but like
I mean, you're not gonna pick it up like immediately
no.
after
But then
getting
also
hit.
at the same
He
time,
was also pissed though because he was doing that Naruto shit where
yeah,
he just
exactly.
raged out.
Raged out and had a massive Zenkai boost and is now god tier
Yeah,
for like 5 minutes.
he saw yeah getting his ass whooped and then God tier. The Nine Tails came out of him.
uh,
His predator curse.
that's my super growl right there. That's there you go. I'm all
So it'll be
fired
good.
up. But yeah, the jumping around was weird. The kind of like how many characters from the season one can we just dump into this movie to be
Yeah,
like
that they did kind of just last second dump everyone. Like Maki, Panda, and Toge, they were
that made
fine.
sense.
They had them the whole movie,
Yeah.
but like the other ones, they just threw in there to for the fans,
What's the
obviously.
chick with the sword, Miwa? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
They just throw
which I
her
mean, it
in
was
there for
cool.
like
It's
two
cool to see them.
seconds.
Obviously, they're still a part of it.
I mean,
And
yeah,
then you've
but
got Archer, Itachi, and
Touchy.
all of them. So
Damn it. Toto, of course.
yes, now
Uh,
he's my one of my favorites. So
one of the greatest characters.
yeah, I was
Yeah,
glad to see him. Everyone else, I could live without.
yeah, Mechamaru, all them,
Yeah,
they're okay. They're alright. But yeah, they show them and they're in that battle for like five
few
seconds.
seconds.
Yeah, and then they're gone. That's it. You don't see them anymore the entire the rest of the film.
Yeah. That's what I'm
So
saying. Like they skipped a lot.
so
Like
much. That entire I would have rather have seen all the crazy battling that was going on away from
yeah,
Yuta and Maki and Panda and like cut between the two. We've seen them do this before multiple times, them cutting between battles. And they did it almost effortlessly. It was very seamless. It looked good. It made sense, even within an episode jumping between. We've seen this.
well, yeah, but they cut. The difference is they cut between battles and didn't finish them. They cut off the battle and they only
Exactly.
finished
That
the
was the
main
difference
battle.
was in the season they cut between battles and
Yeah,
you actually came to a conclusion of the battles and you got to see everything kind of in time line up perfectly. Whereas with the movie, battles are happening, but then you're just seeing
yeah.
little snippets here and there and they never come back to
Well,
what
like
happened.
Gojo fighting Master Chef. Like
Yeah.
we see him in the scene after the movie, and it's like, so he just didn't finish him. Like,
Yeah,
what
he
happened?
didn't
How would he
kill
get
him?
away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he did mention, oh, they all managed to escape,
Well, yeah, that's what.
but
Yeah,
that was it.
exactly.
It's like, okay, how?
Like you're supposed to be like the most powerful, and he's some mid-level henchman, and he
Yeah,
escaped.
exactly. He escaped. Okay, yeah, that
I
makes
mean, I
total sense.
guess the only reason it makes sense is because he was trying to go save Yuta, but I mean, at the same time, he was fucking late anyways.
Can we just talk about real quick with Gojo and saving people and doing shit that doesn't make any damn sense? The fact that he has the
Yeah,
ability to teleport motherfuckers and we just didn't know about that?
no kidding.
What?
He's all powerful.
he, he can just I'm gonna just touch or make a circle with my two fingers and oh look at that. Oh okay, let me do bow and then boom. They're gone.
Yeah.
What?
Well, why didn't you do that with some more powerful people?
Thank you. The amount of times that would have been very helpful in season one. They're just like, hey, by the way, I have this power. What? Yeah, but
Yeah.
getting back to the main gripes, there are good things about it. It's animated very well.
Yeah, I do like it.
It's
It's
gorgeous.
good.
It's the standard Jujutsu Kaisen animation that we're used to. Very fluid, beautiful fights. I love the flow of fights. I like how the camera kind of turns along with the to kind of show you which way the battle's leaning, like that kind of stuff.
I like those top down camera
Yeah,
views they
yeah.
threw in a couple times. Those are cool.
Like it shows you the action. It doesn't do the the updated version of like the early 2000s anime where it's like and it's just a still. It's like an action still. Like it doesn't do the action
Yeah,
still thing. Like it's you see all the action, you see the hits. It'll pull you in close for like the like the major hits and punches and pull out further or do the top down like you said and
yeah,
yeah. So you get all the action. I've always enjoyed that about Jujutsu Kaisen.
yeah. It's
The
nice. It's up there with one of the ones I love how it's animated, and I like the story too. I definitely like.
yes,
I just like I said, I don't think I got as into it because it just like I said, I don't think I could relate it as much to the story I first watched.
yeah,
So
exactly.
I kind of didn't
We,
really grab onto it as well.
the
But
way
you
that
know,
I'd
it's
like to
still
describe
okay.
it, the way I like to describe it is that, and I've seen this with other really good anime. Um, some just anime movies, some anime series where it's like I'm supposed to relate to this character, but you've given me nothing to relate to him with,
Yeah,
absolutely zero. He gets everything from the beginning, so because he has everything from the beginning, he's not earning anything. Where, and then he's just kind of thrust at us like we should feel for this character. Why?
yeah, yeah. Well, like I've said plenty of times, it's the sad someone dies,
Yeah,
and in real life, obviously that sucks. But
yeah.
you see it so much in all the shows. That's the trope of everything
But
is
it's like if
someone
somebody
dying.
died, like if a close or a loved one of mine dies, or somebody I care about dies, I have yet to receive a Zenkai boost, and that's happened plenty of times. I wish I could get a Zenkai
I'm waiting
boost,
for that.
fix this damn back pain, fix his shoulder, things of that nature. That would be great. But that's I can relate more to a Yuji,
Yeah,
uh, just kind of wanting to do your own thing and be your own person, and giving a shit about people
yeah,
than a Yuta who's just kind of there. He's a very bland character. And if you look at
yeah,
it, remember we talked about this earlier of the generic shonen protagonist, the generic shonen MC with the very
mhm,
bland demeanor and the very I don't know if I can do this. I'm scared of this, but all of a sudden, oh, you know what? Whatever, I'm gonna
yeah.
do it because bravery type shit. That's kind of what they did with
He
Yuta.
hurt my friends.
Yeah, he hurt my friends. I'm gonna protect these people that I haven't known for more than like 6 months because they're my friends.
Yeah.
I'll put my life on the line for
Well,
them.
dude,
Type shit.
I honestly thought they were gonna kill him.
I did too.
That's what I thought made the most sense in my mind because I
Yeah,
was like, one, he's not in the first season. So where is this kid?
yeah.
Because he
Where the hell
was
is Yuta
with
now?
Maki and Panda and all them are and
Hmm.
Togi are in the first season. So like, where'd
They
he
never
disappear
mentioned
to?
that like Itadori is similar to Yuta in
Yeah,
his ability to catch on. I don't believe. I think in passing, whenever they were talking about the Black Flash
yeah,
move, I think Nanami's description briefly mentions that only one other person was able to use it,
yeah,
but not in succession the way that he did.
yeah,
And then, of course, it shows Yuji do it. But yeah, I think that's the only time you ever get a hint that there's somebody else that's powerful enough to use that specific move, as we see
Yeah.
Yuta do in the movie. So it's one of those things where, like you said, it's where is he? Like, if
Yeah.
he's got
And
power, where the fuck is he? So
and after they didn't kill him, I thought they were gonna close it out, like, with when they brought Master Chef in the post
yeah, the
scene.
post credit.
I thought that was gonna be how they cut him out of the first season, but then Gojo shows up and it's like, so still nothing happened. We don't know what
Yeah,
happened, but
exactly.
it's like,
Even with that, nothing
where is this
happened. They
asshole?
didn't lead to anything. We didn't gain any information from that other than Gojo sees that Yuta is talking with Master Chef.
Yeah,
Cool. That's it. We didn't get
throat goat in
any
it.
clarity from that. So it might sound like we're shitting all over this movie. We're not. It seems like I've seen mixed reviews online for it, and the
Yeah,
majority of the mixed reviews or the mixed portion, as far as like the nays for the movie, are that it feels like a cash grab, which is true. It feels like a cash grab
they got
because
some
they just
market.
kind of like think of like the Transformers movies. They don't really have a plot. It's
Yeah,
just like
those.
sell toys.
Yeah, no shit. As long as the kids like it.
Yeah, the kids like it, so big boom booms
And
and some robots.
you forgot, as our good friend Eddie said, credit to him, Utah's the throat goat on that burrito at the end. Throat goat Utah.
Hashtag throat goat Yuta. Shout out to Eddie for that.
Put it on Twitter.
Oh my gosh.
I put it on Twitter
Yeah,
somewhere.
you put it on
It's
Twitter.
in the Twitterverse. So hashtag throat goat Utah.
Oh, it's
As
pain.
well as throat goat Ghetto's demon that
Yeah,
was
one of
holding
one of
those
Ghetto's
little,
random like low level demons that
yeah,
managed to
just pop off.
it's like, hey, I need this three part or
Need
yeah,
these
3 part
nunchucks.
staff. Yeah. And yeah, I don't know how that thing was like Kirby, bro. Like
Yeah.
Demon
It's
Kirby.
like, here you go. I've been holding this down there the whole time.
Here you go, master. I was like, what the fuck is
What
happening
else do you
right
need,
now?
senpai? Yeah, no, that's
Oh, that
they
was
like
rough.
the nasty shit in Jujutsu Kaisen, like all the swallowing nasty shit,
Right?
like Yuji swallowing
Yuji
nasty shit,
swallowed a
and
nasty, decayed ass finger.
yeah,
Utah's over here gobbling down fucking uh, beef stew burritos.
yeah.
Freaking
Someone
shit,
has a
Ghetto
fetish.
too. Ghetto's
Someone's
out
got a
here
fetish.
throat goating all these demon balls.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
that's
yes,
true,
those
dude. He
words came
fucking
out of my
horse
mouth.
tone those. Well, it's true. I forgot about that scene
Yeah, dude,
completely
he,
when he pulled
gulp.
the
He
demon out.
fucking one shot that bad boy. Did no effort,
No
like
water,
no
nothing.
water, nothing. Just a gulp. Ah, that's better.
Yeah,
I'm like,
they,
what is going on,
someone's got a
bro?
fetish in that
I'm
who's writing
telling you,
that show.
hey, we need to. What's her name? Gigi or Gigi? We need to get on a hey, hey.
We need to
What
have
were
a
you
talk.
what were you doing when you were writing this shit, bro? Like, just let me
Yeah,
know. But
it's,
yeah, I'd say pluses for the show or for the movie itself. I'd say pluses animation for sure. Um, Getting to hang out with our favorite characters again. Sans Yuta because he's a newbie on the scene. We ain't sure about him. We're getting to see some of our favorite
and he's
characters.
asked to show back up in season 2.
Yeah, getting it. Well, was it Shibuya arc or whatever? Um, but yeah, getting to get a little more background on just how fucked up Ghetto is, um, and his like disciples or whatever the fuck they are, students technically. I don't
Yeah,
know. Um, Getting to see a little foreshadowing. Forgot to mention this. A little foreshadowing as far as there are ways to disrupt the infinity around uh Dojo.
oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
The Master Chef.
So people like me who have not read the manga but have seen random snippets online regarding him being uh possibly captured by Ghetto, I'm ready to see that animated and see how exactly, because Ghetto's been planning this for a while. And I
Yeah,
always say that as far as this raw ability, Gojo's stronger, obviously, but as far as like sheer cunning and trickery, like think cursed demon practitioner version of Loki. Like that's what I think of with Geto, as
yeah,
far as his scheming to try and manipulate and just remove Gojo from the equation altogether because he knows how much of a fucking problem he is.
I like how cocky both of them are too.
Oh yeah.
Like when Ghetto was taking pictures of with that girl,
Yeah.
just selfies and shit, and the guy busts in.
He's like, "Oh, I'm
Like,
sorry. You stopped paying. When was the last time you paid? 6 months
yeah,
ago.
they treat it like
Okay.
it's a joke, and
Yeah. And you're dead now. Like, yeah. He's they're both wild as shit, but
yeah,
Ghetto doesn't really give a shit about Flair. He's just like, you're gonna die. So
yeah,
whereas, of course Gojo does his little finesse. He's gotta do his shit.
yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, I mean, that's about it. You get a little bit of backstory, you get a little bit of, revisiting old favorites or fan favorites. You get your action. Everybody enjoyed, Nanami uh
yeah.
working overtime. So
Yeah,
it was a
that's
good
pretty
scene,
good.
but again, fucking 5 seconds on screen.
Yeah, I know. 5 seconds of awesome.
It's like, oh shit, yeah, oh,
Oh, it's gone.
it's gone.
Toto. Oh
Toto, oh
yeah,
yeah,
he's
like,
about to
oh,
go whoop this demon or curse his ass.
right, that thing was
Oh, okay.
huge. I
Never
was
mind. We
like,
didn't get to
oh,
see
this is
it.
gonna be awesome. I'm so excited for this fight. I want to see him throw the fuck down. Nope.
Sorry.
Miwa killed like 2 demons, and then that was it.
Yeah,
So
I
he's
mean,
like,
they literally just did a little bit of a just little clips of everyone to
yeah, they
say,
just
hey,
like
they still exist.
they threw a little bit of heat here and there. That was it.
Yeah,
So the way they organize it, in my opinion, is probably the biggest downfall. I think that would have been better to be released in more like May.
yeah,
That way they had a little more time to polish, because we all know, as a studio, Mappa is constantly doing something.
yeah. They're killing their employees and shit.
Yeah, like they're constantly doing shit.
Not for real. Not it's an
Yeah,
expression.
they're not. Yeah,
YouTube.
don't don't hate us. Um, but yeah, we know that work constraints, as far as just the sheer volume of
Yeah,
work that they do, causes situations like this to where, as we said, that all the elements were there. They were just organized terribly, in my mind.
yeah,
Um, some people not look that deep into it and just be like, "I got Jujutsu Kaisen movie, yay, cool." I'm not
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
knock you for that at all, because that's the same way. Yay, I got the movie, awesome. I was excited for it. I was ready to watch it. I didn't go in with insanely high expectations just because I knew that it felt kind of rushed. Um, but at the same time, like, I felt like it was kind of doing the move of, oh well, Demon Slayer had a movie and they're a big shonen, so yeah, we're gonna do one
yeah.
too. And I feel like that's gonna be the same way with the Black Clover movie, honestly. Um,
Well,
so
that's where like I think the reason it sounds like we're probably shitting on it is because when you get the Demon Slayer movie and then you get this, it's hard to compare when you're watching that greatness versus this.
yeah, like,
Because
just
like
the
this isn't
layout.
bad it's not a bad movie. Like I would watch it again
I would definitely
just
watch
to
it again.
but it's just not it didn't come up to the expectations I was hoping for.
Yeah, like I wanted beginning,
I
middle,
didn't leave
end.
that theater like I did Demon Slayer.
Yeah, I left Demon Slayer like in fucking shambles. Like, I was like, I had my heart ripped out of my chest, but also enjoyed the experience.
Yeah.
I got out of Jujutsu Kaisen and I was like, the fuck just happened? That's kind of really where I was mentally when I got out of that. Like, I was left wanting. I got edged basically by fucking Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good way to
And
put it.
looking at how well rounded the first season was, looking at the structure of the first season, and then you go into the movie and you go,
Yeah.
okay, did we just throw structure and storyline out of the window? Because yes, the story has a beginning, middle, end, but it's disorganized as shit and just kind of thrown together. Like,
Yeah, they time skip a lot. But yeah,
yeah.
either way, we've kind of bannered it enough. What's your overall rating?
Um, I'll give it a solid 7 out of 10.
That's
It's
yeah,
it's not
that's where I'm
absolute and
sitting.
complete shit. If it were absolute and complete shit, it'd be getting like a 4. It's not that by any means. It
Yeah.
it did a lot of things right, and it did the whole skipping thing was the biggest issue for me.
Well, I
That's
think its reputation so far from season one is kind of what saves it a little bit as
yeah,
far as
exactly.
the rank. Because I'm at a 7 too. So because
Like
I think what we know
if
they can do,
if this was any, yeah, exactly. We know what they're capable of,
and they
and
did
we're
some of it still in this
yeah.
one. They just
I'm aware
fine
that
tuned it.
I believe I believe Mappa at one point was working from home, and so that can cause
That's fine.
issues, obviously,
Yeah,
because you can't collaborate as well, things of that nature. So completely aware. Um, and that's why I keep it at a 7 and not like a 6 or a 5 because of that.
yeah,
Because I'm taking that into account. That most likely played a factor into the fact that where it feels kind of disjointed.
yeah.
Um, also sorry if my voice is cracky. Allergy season. Oh God,
Little
what are you
schoolgirl.
getting, guys? But yeah, I'd say 7 would be about as fair as possible, given what was presented.
Yeah. Well, I don't think there's a waifu of the week this week because it's just I don't think it's appropriate. Anyone appropriate nominees for this show.
Basically,
There wasn't enough characters in there to I think really vote one in, but there's always next week.
indeed.
Um, so yeah, that's the movie. Definitely check it out and judge for yourself because,
Yep.
like I said, we obviously have different opinions, and you might freaking love it, but it was good enough. I can see people loving it, but
Yeah,
just me, from my personal view, it was good. It was good, but it was okay. Good.
it was
It wasn't
good.
great.
Could have been better, but was good.
Yeah.
Put it that
So
way. Yeah.
follow our social medias.
Yep.
They've been flashing down below. We
We're getting
figured out
fancy and shit. Yeah,
kind of.
yeah. We're getting
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, and watch if you're on YouTube, comment what you think of the movie if you've seen it or the show in general, and then, or if you're on the other platforms, like it and come to the social medias and comment what you think about it.
Yep.
All the normal things we're supposed to say. Support the podcast, please.
Support us, bro. We
Yeah,
just want to
so
get cool for you guys, bro. Get big,
cool.
cool. You're famous and shit.
I don't need all that.
Nah,
But
I don't need that fame. Shit. I like
um
this. It's fun. So
yeah. So either way, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed the movie. It's been a long time coming for some Jujutsu Kaisen.
indeed.
And we'll see you next week.
Yep. See you guys next
Peace.
week. Peace.